Huh? Sorry, what was that? Hold on. Let me just turn you around. Oh, what's BODWOC? BODWOC? Good question. It's just an acronym for benefit of the doubt with Occam's. Fuck. I was half asleep when I came up with this. Sorry, did you mean to ask me about BODWOR? 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 Oh, okay. That's just benefit of the doubt with Occam's razor. Um, we have a natural instinct to malint people, to imagine the most threatening motivations for their actions when their actions aren't convenient for us or when we just don't know why they did it, um, even if sometimes they're not even inconvenient for us. Um, so I thought what we could do is install a mechanism to counteract our malint tendency. And this would be BODWOR. So to Bennett, of course, right, to give the benefit of the doubt instead of malint. Um, so Bennett is also a relevant word here, is my point. Anyway, so here's what you do. Typically, the malint mechanism runs as follows. Someone does something to you. For instance, my friend was telling me about a police car that came and parked next to his vehicle. They rolled down the windows. They were talking, looking at their phones, and just chilling there, and then left. And so they 100% were doing a sniff test to see whether he was smoking. And in order to maybe, for him to have a little trouble. Um, okay, so we've come up with an explanation that involves a sort of motivation that is a threat to you, and it's good to sort of be vigilant about that, to be able to come up with such a narrative. It assumes a lot, of course. It assumes that like they were thinking about you, um, and uh, and that their actions were about you, and that they wanted to catch you. That they didn't need someone to like complain about the smell or anything. It's winter in Abuse, so no one's here, but they wanted to catch you. Okay, maybe. I feel like there are a lot of assumptions there, but hey, it's good that we have this mechanism to catch when people are after us, to notice it. Okay. But let's not get carried away with that instinct. So let's also have some competition there, because competition's good for thinking. So we've got the Malint instinct. Let's do the Bennett as well. And how can we imagine that they didn't have negative intentions, or even that they had positive or normal or harmless, whatever intentions? Occam's razor can help you. So that's why it's called benefit of doubt with Occam's razor. Well, that's what you asked me about BODWOR. Now we could probably say Bennetting with Occam's razor. BODWOR. BODWOR. Bennetting with Occam's razor. And basically, the way you do that is you just suppose for a moment that humans are just these programmed brains. And what is just sort of the simplest possible explanation of their action? Um, we've done the thing where we assume that they had all of these unevidenced intentions. What if they just saw a parking spot? That would be the simplest. What if they were just on break and or whatever they're doing, and they just saw a parking lot? Now that's super simple. There's evidence for it. Of course, they probably work here, so they may even visit the parking lot often. But they wanted to park. Trim away all the other stuff, all the assumptions about intention and so on, and just consider this other possibility. Or another one, someone, I don't know, doesn't wish you a happy birthday. And that's because they wanted to get their revenge because of a comment you made the week before. Okay, okay, great possibility. Another possibility. The way the human brain is, they actually just forgot. I know it's simpler, it's not as compelling, and the Malinting is like, what? We're not suckers, we're not going to believe that. Okay, okay. But let's just get this other guy in the courtroom, this BODWOR voice, and then, he and the Malinting voice can talk it out, or maybe even just go, hey, I guess we can agree to disagree here. We don't really have evidence to suggest that it was a threat or not a threat. And then maybe the guy, the pro-social voice, comes in and says, hey, so if you guys can't settle this, then I think we're just going to go with Bennett. It's called the benefit of the doubt, because it's just better for the community. But that doesn't mean you have to be blind. If they do it again, okay. Forget your birthday again, okay. Malinting will be back there in the mental courthouse arguing its case, okay. So, but anyway, it just gives you a little leverage just to introduce a little competition using Occam's razor. What is the simplest possible series of mechanisms I could have run to produce that behavior? Hungry, bored, saw parking lot. Okay. So all I'm asking is just to consider the second possibility. Just to have that humble or reduce the certainty that you had in the first one.